Hi, and welcome to English-Fabule. Are you learning English? Great. Let's learn English with a very interesting story. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Let's get started.
Many people use messaging apps on their phones every day. Telegram is one of these apps, but it is quite special. It is more than just a simple way to send messages to friends and family. People can join large groups or follow channels, like reading a news website inside the app. Some people use Telegram because it offers privacy. Messages can disappear after some time, and some chats are very secure. This helps people who fight for freedom in their countries. They can use Telegram to talk safely when their governments try to stop them. The man who started Telegram is Pavel Durov. He is from Russia. Before Telegram, he created a big social network in Russia called VK. It was like Facebook for Russia. But Pavel Durov had problems with the Russian government and its leader, Vladimir Putin. Durov did not want to give the government information about the people using his social network. Because of this, he had to leave Russia in 2014. He often moves and lives in different countries now. He has a strong personality and is known for standing up for what he believes in, especially online freedom. Now, Telegram is very popular all over the world. As of early 2021, more than 500 million people used it every month. This number is growing fast. It is getting closer to WhatsApp, another very big messaging app. But Telegram is also talked about for difficult reasons. While it helps activists share important information, some groups use it for bad things too. Terrorists, criminals who sell drugs, and groups that spread hate sometimes use Telegram. They use it because it is difficult for police or governments to see their messages or stop them easily. This makes governments in many countries worried and sometimes angry with Telegram. So, why is Telegram so successful? How did this app become so big in just a few years? And why do so many people have strong opinions about it, both good and bad? Is it a tool for freedom or a place for danger? This story will look at the history of Telegram. We will learn more about Pavel Durov and how he created this famous and often debated app. We need to understand its past to understand what Telegram is today. 2. Pavel starts VK. Pavel Durov was born in Russia in 1984. His family was very smart. His father was a professor, and his older brother, Nikolai, was very good at computers and programming. Pavel grew up in St. Petersburg, but he also went to school in Italy for some years because his father worked there. He was a very good student. He studied languages and learned programming when he was young, around 12 years old. He liked computers and sometimes made jokes using his computer skills at school. After school, Pavel went to St. Petersburg State University. He studied languages and translation. He won many prizes for his studies and was known as a clever student. He finished university in 2006 with top marks. While he was still at university, Pavel started thinking about ways to help students connect online. He saw how Facebook worked in America and wanted to make something similar for Russian students. He worked with his brother Nikolai and got help from friends to start a new website. This website was called VKontact or VK. It was like a Russian version of Facebook. People could make a profile with their real name, share photos, and find friends. VK started in 2006. At first, only people with invitations could join, but soon it opened for everyone. VK became popular very quickly. Many young Russians started using it. In just 1 year, it had 3 million users. It kept growing and growing. Soon, VK was the biggest social network in Russia and one of the largest in Europe. Pavel's company became very successful, but success brought problems. The Russian government, led by Vladimir Putin, started to pay attention to VK. VK was a place where people could talk freely. Sometimes, people used VK to organize protests or talk against the government. In 2011, after some elections, the government asked Pavel to close down groups on VK that were against them. They also wanted Pavel to give them private information about some VK users. Pavel said no. He believed people should be free to share their ideas and communicate privately. He did not want to give user information to the government or stop people from talking. Because Pavel refused to help the authorities, things became difficult for him. The government put pressure on him. Some people who invested money in VK were also unhappy. They wanted more control over the company. Pavel felt he was losing his freedom to run VK in the way he wanted. There were arguments and disagreements with investors. The pressure became too much. In the end, Pavel was forced out of his own company. In April 2014, he lost his job as the boss of VK. Soon after, he sold all his shares in the company. He decided he could not continue his work in Russia under these conditions. So in 2014, Pavel Durov left Russia. He wanted to find a place where he could build his next project with more freedom. 3. A safe app idea. Pavel Durov had serious problems with the Russian government when he was the boss of VK. These problems made him think hard about communication. One day, a story says that Russian security forces came to his apartment building. At that exact moment, Pavel wanted to send a message to his brother, Nikolai, but he stopped. He knew his phone calls or regular messages were probably not safe. The government could be listening. He realized he urgently needed a secure way to talk, but he didn't have one. This scary experience gave him a powerful idea. He decided he must create a new messaging app. This app would be different. It would be very safe and keep users' conversations private. Pavel did not create Telegram alone. His brother, Nikolai Durov, is a very talented computer programmer and mathematician. Nikolai worked closely with Pavel to build the new app. Nikolai developed the special technology that makes Telegram secure. It is called the MT-Proto protocol. This is Telegram's own unique system for encrypting messages. Encryption turns messages into a secret code. Nikolai's technical skills were essential to making the safe app idea real. The brothers launched the first version of Telegram in August 2013. It was first available for iPhones. An Android version came out a few months later. From the very beginning, Telegram was all about security and user privacy. This was its most important feature, different from many other apps at that time. Pavel and Nikolai wanted people to communicate freely without worrying about others reading their messages. Telegram promised it would protect user information. The company states it has given 0 bytes of user data to third parties, like governments, ever since it started. Telegram uses encryption to protect messages, but it works in two main ways. Regular chats encrypt messages between your device and Telegram's servers, and then from the servers to the other person's device. This means Telegram's servers are part of the process. However, Telegram also offers secret chats. These use strong end-to-end encryption. End-to-end means the message is locked on the sender's phone and only unlocked on the receiver's phone. Nobody in the middle, not even Telegram's servers, can read the message content. For this extra safety, users must choose to start a secret chat from the contact's profile menu. Because of his difficult experience in Russia, Pavel Durov knew Telegram needed to be based outside the country. He wanted the company to be independent and free from government control. After Pavel left Russia in 2014, the Telegram team moved between different cities and countries for a few years. They were looking for a safe place. Finally, in 2017, they established their base in Dubai, a major city in the United Arab Emirates. Having their headquarters there helps Telegram operate globally while trying to maintain its focus on privacy. 4. Telegram gets big. Telegram started in August 2013. First, there was an app for iPhones. A few months later, people with Android phones could use it too. Pavel Durov wanted people to know about his new app. He had an idea to show how safe it was. He offered a prize of $200,000 in Bitcoin. The prize was for anyone who could read his secret messages with his brother, but nobody could do it. This news went around the internet, and more people heard about Telegram. At the end of 2013, 1 million people had downloaded Telegram. This was a good start, but soon something helped Telegram grow much faster. In early 2014, the popular messaging app WhatsApp stopped working for several hours. Many people needed to send messages, but they could not use WhatsApp. They looked for another app. In just those few hours, 5 million new users started using Telegram. They needed an alternative, and Telegram was ready. Soon, people in 48 countries were using the app. The Telegram logo, a white paper airplane on a blue background, became a symbol of freedom for some users. Telegram needed more features to compete with other apps. In 2014, users could send voice messages. This was 1 year after WhatsApp added this feature. Many people liked sending voice messages, but some did not like receiving them. The next year, 2015, was very important for Telegram. The app added 3 big new things: stickers, channels, and bots. Stickers were fun pictures people could send in chats. Telegram had some stickers, but the important thing was that users could make and share their own stickers. This made Telegram very popular, especially with younger people. WhatsApp added similar stickers much later. Public channels were like a blog inside Telegram. Anyone could make a channel and share information with many people. There was no limit to how many people could follow a channel. News companies, famous people, and teachers started using channels. Sometimes more people read a Telegram channel than watched the news on TV. Bots were small programs inside Telegram. They could do tasks automatically. For example, a bot could help sell things, talk to users, or remove bad messages from groups. Bots made Telegram more useful. Because of stickers, channels, and bots, Telegram reached 100 million users by the start of 2016. The app also allowed very large group chats with up to 200,000 members. Telegram was becoming more than just a way to send messages. It was turning into a platform where people could share ideas, run businesses, and get news. In 2017, Telegram added voice calls. Users could now call each other using the app, like on WhatsApp. Telegram said these calls were also safe because they used special encryption. The app was growing quickly and spreading to new places, especially in countries like Iran and Russia and across Asia. 5. Problems with Russia. Telegram became very popular, but this created bigger problems with the Russian government. The conflict grew worse. In 2017, the Russian Security Service, known as the FSB, made a serious request. They demanded that Pavel Durov give them the encryption keys for Telegram. These keys are like special secret codes needed to read users' private messages. The FSB stated they needed these keys to fight terrorism and keep the country safe. Pavel Durov refused to give the keys. He strongly believed in privacy for people using his app. He explained to the government that their request was technically very hard, maybe impossible. This was because of how Telegram's secure messaging system, MT-Proto, was built. For secret chats, the encryption keys are only on the user's phones, so Telegram itself does not have them. Durov also argued that giving away keys would break the Russian constitution, which promised privacy for citizens' communications. He felt it was wrong to share private messages. Because Durov said no, the Russian government took action. Roskomnadzor, the agency in charge of communications and internet in Russia, took Telegram to court. The court listened to both sides. In April 2018, the court agreed with the government. It ordered Roskomnadzor to block Telegram inside Russia. Soon after the court's decision, Roskomnadzor started trying to stop Telegram from working. They blocked millions of internet addresses, IP addresses, that they thought Telegram used. But Telegram was clever and used many different addresses, including ones from big companies like Google and Amazon. So, when Roskomnadzor blocked these addresses, it caused many problems for other normal websites and online services. Many innocent services stopped working correctly. Russian banks, online stores, and other popular apps had issues. It created chaos for many internet users. Telegram fought back against the block. The company quickly introduced ways for users to get around the restrictions. They used built-in proxy settings and other methods. These tools helped Russian users continue accessing Telegram even with the block in place. Many people in Russia supported Telegram during this time. They saw Durov as someone fighting for internet freedom. They showed support online, calling it digital resistance. Throwing paper airplanes, Telegram's logo, out of windows became a famous sign of protest. The Russian government tried very hard to block Telegram for 2 whole years. But their efforts were mostly unsuccessful. Telegram continued to work for most users in Russia. Finally, in June 2020, Roskomnadzor surprised everyone. They announced they were stopping the block. Telegram was officially unblocked in Russia. Soon after, Roskomnadzor even created its own official channel on Telegram. Why did the government change its mind? There are different ideas. Maybe they realized the block was impossible and just made them look ineffective. Perhaps Durov secretly agreed to cooperate more with authorities on serious crime cases. Or maybe Telegram improved its work in removing dangerous content, satisfying the government. The real reason is still not clear. But after 2 years of fighting, Telegram could operate freely in Russia again. 6. Finding money for Telegram. Telegram grew very fast. Many people started using the app. But running a big app like Telegram costs a lot of money. The company needed powerful computers called servers. These servers store messages and help the app work quickly. Paying for these servers and the people who worked for Telegram was expensive. So Pavel Durov needed to find a way to pay for everything. At first, Pavel used his own money. When he left his first company, VK, he sold his part of the company. He got a lot of money from this sale, perhaps around $400 million. He used this personal money to start Telegram and keep it running for the first few years. But Telegram was getting bigger and bigger. More users meant higher costs. His personal money would not last forever. Pavel had a big new idea to make money for Telegram. He wanted to use cryptocurrency. This is a type of digital money. His plan was called the Telegram Open Network, or TON. Inside this network, there would be a new cryptocurrency called Gram. People could use Gram inside Telegram, maybe to pay for things or send money. Pavel thought this could make Telegram money and also give users new features. To start the TON project, Telegram needed a lot of money. They decided to sell Gram tokens early to investors. This is called an initial coin offering, or ICO. The plan was very popular. Many rich people and companies wanted to invest. Telegram raised a very large amount of money, about $1.7 billion. This showed that many people believed in the TON idea. But there was a big problem. The government in the United States did not like the TON project. An important group called the Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, looked at the plan. The SEC decided that Gram was not just a cryptocurrency. They said it was a security. Securities are like parts of a company that people buy. There are special rules for selling securities. The SEC said Telegram did not follow these rules. Telegram had to fight this decision in court in the United States. Pavel Durov argued that Gram was different from a security, but the court agreed with the SEC. The court stopped Telegram from giving the Gram tokens to investors. This was a big problem for the project. Because of this legal trouble, Pavel Durov decided to stop the TON project completely. He announced this in the year 2020. Telegram had to give the money back to the investors. After the TON project failed, Telegram still needed money. Pavel Durov had to find other ways. In 2021, Telegram started showing some small advertisements in large public channels. These ads were different from ads on other apps. They tried not to be too annoying. Then in 2022, Telegram introduced Telegram Premium. This is a paid subscription. Users who pay get special features like faster downloads, unique stickers, and no official ads. This plan helps pay for the app while keeping the basic features free for everyone. 7. Good use, bad use. Telegram is a tool that people use in many different ways. Some uses are very helpful, but others cause serious problems. Many people use Telegram for good reasons. In countries where the government controls information, Telegram helps people talk freely. Activists fighting for more freedom use the app to organize protests and share news. This happened in places like Belarus, Hong Kong, and Iran. Telegram helped people in Belarus stay connected when their government tried to block websites and other apps during protests in 2020. For these users, Telegram is important because it offers a space away from government control. But there is also a bad side. Telegram does not check messages or posts very much. This means that groups with dangerous ideas and criminals also use the app. For example, terrorist groups like ISIS used Telegram to communicate. The company only started removing their content after many people complained. Telegram has also become a place for people who spread false ideas, sometimes called conspiracy theories, and groups that hate others, like neo-Nazis in Germany. In India, the government blocked a Telegram channel because it was used to attack certain groups of women. Criminals use it, too, for things like selling drugs or sharing terrible pictures and videos of children being hurt. This lack of control causes problems. Many people and governments want Telegram to remove bad content faster, but the company is often slow to act. Pavel Durov, the founder, says Telegram supports free speech. He believes people should be able to share information freely. He says this is why he supports the app with his money and ideas. However, this approach has led to legal trouble for Durov himself. Last year, he was stopped by police in France. He was charged with several crimes. The police say he is partly responsible because his platform, Telegram, is used for many illegal things. These things include drug selling, sharing child abuse material, and cheating people. The police said Telegram did not help them enough when they asked for information. Durov could face up to 10 years in prison if found guilty. He was not allowed to leave France for some time, but later he could travel back to Dubai. The investigation in France is still happening. Durov says he should not be blamed for what users do on Telegram. Since his arrest, Telegram has started to work more with police and remove bad content more often. This shows the difficult situation for Telegram. It helps people fight for freedom, but it also provides a space for harmful and illegal activities. 8. What is Telegram now? Telegram is a very big messaging app now. It has been downloaded more than 1 billion times across the world. Every month, hundreds of millions of people actively use it to chat and share information. India, Russia, and Indonesia are some of the countries where it is most popular. But Telegram is not just for sending private messages anymore. It works like a social network where people follow channels to get news or read about hobbies. It is also a place for businesses. Companies use bots, which are special automatic accounts, to talk to customers or sell products. Many people use Telegram channels as their main source for news updates. It also offers online storage, like a cloud drive, where users can save files and photos for free. Features like fun stickers, which users can create themselves, and large group chats also make it different. How does Telegram compare to WhatsApp? WhatsApp is still used by more people globally, about 2 billion users. Many people started using WhatsApp years ago and continue to use it. But Telegram has grown fast, especially when people worried about WhatsApp's privacy rules. Telegram offers more features, like channels with unlimited followers and secret chats with extra protection. Some experts say Telegram is not really more secure than WhatsApp in normal chats, but Pavel Durov strongly disagrees. Pavel Durov continues to lead Telegram. He presents himself as someone who protects free speech online. He believes people should communicate freely. However, this idea has caused problems. In 2024, Durov was detained in France. He was charged with serious crimes. French police said he was partly responsible because criminals used Telegram for illegal activities, like drug trafficking and sharing child abuse material. They said Telegram did not cooperate enough to stop this. Durov argued that he cannot control everything users post. He had to stay in France for a while, but was later allowed to leave temporarily. The legal case is still going on. Since this happened, Telegram says it is trying harder to police the platform and work with police. Telegram has clearly changed how many people communicate and get information. It offers tools for freedom, but also faces serious questions about safety and responsibility. Do you think Telegram's focus on privacy is more helpful or harmful overall?
Hey there! Just a second before you go. If you learned something new today, please give this video a like, write your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to the channel. It only takes a second, and it really, really helps to create even better English videos for you. Your support means the world. Thank you.